Good morning, this is Miss Cerrone. I'm going to finish out lesson 21 with you this week. It looks like we've been working on adding and subtracting links and word problems. So you should be in your instruction book on page 198. Now let's look at the example together and then we will solve problems 13 through 15. It says, Mr. Yee walks 12 feet from his house to the sidewalk. Then he walks 28 feet to the mailbox. Mr. Yee turns around and walks 17 feet back toward his house along the sidewalk. How far does Mr. Yee have to walk to get back to his house now? Well, as we remember in word problems, we need to do our cubes. We need to circle our information, circle our numbers. So we have he walks 12 feet from his house. Then he walks 28 feet to the mailbox. Then he turns around and walks 17 feet back to his house along the sidewalk. Then he wants to know how far he has to walk to get back to his house now. Alright, so the model they are showing you is the bar model that you have done this week. So we have 12 and 28 because that is how far he walked to get to the mailbox. And then in the second part, he walks back 17 feet. So now he has some more to walk, and that's what we have to figure out. Okay, so the important things we are looking for. Okay, so we know he walked a total of 12 feet plus 28 feet to get to the mailbox, which is in our top graph here. Then he turns around and walks 17 feet, which we know he has a little bit further to go. So we are finding how far he has to walk to get back to his house now. Okay, that's our question. How far does Mr. Yee have to walk to get back to his house now? So if I add 12 plus 28, which you can see they did here on the side, 12 plus 28. Now he started with the tens. 10 plus 20 is 30. Then they added the ones. 8 plus 2 is 10. And then they added 30 plus 10, which gave us 40. So he is 40 feet from his house to the mailbox. So if he has to go 40 feet, we're going to start with 40. That's how many feet it took him that's how far it is to the mailbox. So we know he went 17 feet back. So we're going to subtract 17 because he turned around and he went back the same way he came. So once again, they subtract the tens first. 40 minus 10 is 30. Then they subtract, and we're going to subtract the 7, which gives 30 minus 7, 23. That leaves us only 7 to subtract. Which gives 23. So he has to walk 23 feet to get to his house. So that was what we call a two-part word problem. We had to solve the first part and then we had to solve the second part to find our final answer. So let's look at number 13. Jude's sunflower, there we go, grew 8 inches this week. It is 26 inches tall now. How tall was Jude's sunflower at the beginning of the week? Alright, so I know if I want to do the bar model that his sunflower is a total of 26 inches tall. Okay? We have 26 and 8. Alright. So it's 26 inches tall now. That is the total length. I want to know how tall was Jude's sunflower at the beginning of the week. Well, it started out, it grew 8. What did it start out as? So what do I need to do here? Correct, I need to find 26 minus 8 to give me the beginning number. So, how can I do this? I can break it down. I can go 26 minus 6 equals 20 because I took the 6 from here away. But I want to take 8 away. I only took 6 away. So now I'm going to take 20 minus, now I took away 6, so that leaves 7, 8, that's 2 more. So I'm going to take away 2, which gives me 18. Okay, that is one way to solve it. So 26 minus 8 is 18. You probably thought of a different way to solve it, and that is fine. However you solved it, your answer should be the sunflower was 18 inches tall. Now, I know some of you can solve it the normal way. You can just go straight out 26 minus 8 equals, if that's how you know how to do it. You could have also used base 10 blocks, which if I'm using base 10 blocks, I'm going to try to put in the margins. I would start with 26. Okay, for those of you who did base 10 blocks, 26, I'm going to subtract 8, but I only have 6, so I have to take this 10 and put it here. So 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. Okay, that here. So now I can take away my 8, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I'm going to count. I have 1 10, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so as we learn, there are many different ways you can add and subtract, and many different methods that we learned before we left from school. So please feel free to choose whichever method that works for you, that you are comfortable with, to add and subtract. There is no one way. All right, on page 199. All right, number 14. A path in the park was 22 meters long. Then another section was added. Now the path is 50 meters long. How long is the new section? Write an equation to help you solve the problem. So let's go ahead and circle our numbers. We have 22 meters, 50 meters. Okay, let's look up some keywords. We had a section was added. That should be telling us exactly what is it we have to do. Let's underline our question. How long is the new section? Okay. So, the path is 22 meters long. Then another section was added. Now the path is 50 meters. So, we are adding. We have 22 meters. Another section was added. Okay, but I don't know how long this section is because that's what I'm trying to find out. How long is this new section? I do know that the path is a total of 50 meters. Okay, so that's how we read that. The path is 22 meters long. Then we added some more. It says then another section was added, but I don't know how much that was. That's what we're trying to find out. And now the path is 50 meters long, so that is my total. All right, I want you to put pause. I want you to try to solve this problem on your own. When you have finished solving, go ahead and put play to see if you have the correct answer. Okay. So I'm going to add, there are many different ways I can do this. Okay? I can do 22 plus, I can add 20, which gives me 42 meters. And remember, I'm going to 50 meters. So then I have 42 meters plus, now what I need to get from 42 to 50, I just need 8 more, gives me 50 meters. So my new section is 28. Here's my answer, is 28 meters. Okay, I know some of you like to use number lines. You would have started at 22. That's kind of what I did without the line. And we're going to 50. So 22, I'm going to jump 20, which gives me 42. And then I can even go, I can break it down smaller. I can go to 45, which means I jump 3, gives me 45. And then 5 more gives me 50. And then I would add these 3 numbers here, which is 20 plus 3 plus 5, which equals 28 meters. Okay, you can also use, well, the add-on method, the number line. You could use base 10 blocks to solve the equation. You even could have switched it around and did a subtraction problem. You could have solved 50 minus 22 equals question mark. Okay, that also is another way to solve the problem, is to switch it into a subtraction problem and solve. All right, our last problem for today, number 15. Lisa used 37 centimeters of string to hang a picture and 46 centimeters of string to hang another picture. She has 12 centimeters of string left. How much string did she start with? All right, once again, I'm going to circle my numbers I need. Okay, so I have 37 centimeters, 46, and 12. Now, it's not asking me to add all these numbers up. Just because I see all these numbers, I'm like, oh, yes, I got to add. No. Okay, I want to know how much string she had to start with. Okay, she has 12 centimeters left. So, what that means is she used 37 plus 46 and had 12 left. So in this case, yes, we are adding it all together to see how much string she had. So we're going to add 37 plus 46 plus 12. I don't need to write all the pluses. All right, so there are different ways I can do this. I can do 2 numbers at a time. I can do 37 plus 12, which 7 plus 2 is 9. 3 plus 1 is 4. Then add 46. 9 plus 6 is 15. Carry my 10 to the tens place. Because here I have 15 ones. So I'm going to take my 10, put it over in the tens. Now I have 40 plus 40 plus 10, which gives me 40 plus 40 is 80, plus 10 is 90. So I have 95 centimeters. Once again, you could have solved with base 10 blocks. You could have used a number line. Any method that you have learned this year so far, you may use to add and subtract your numbers. All right, so Chase chose C as his answer. He said it was 83. How did he get his answer wrong? Okay, well, it looks like Chase added 37 plus 46. Okay, he left out the 12 centimeters. That is all we have for today. Please remember to do independent practice on your own tomorrow before watching the video. And if you would like some more practice, turn to pages 221 and 222. And I will see you tomorrow for independent practice.